right? We're challenging both these teams to give us a 60, maybe even a 2-hour game.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it, man. Let's go and witness the drafting phase, the final game of day 2. Season 12 playoffs. Bigatron will have the blue, ONIC will have the red. You can see here Bigatron already with the bands Dita and Fredrin. ONIC with the bands as well. It's going to be the Baksha as well as the Paquito.
I mean, if it goes 2 hours, man, I'm looking forward to that, 160-second death timer. Lord knows how that's going to play out. But for ONIC, a huge shift right here. There hasn't been a lot of changes, but now Paquito and Baksha, right? The two 100%ers -1 that Bigatron was able to pull out earlier. You can see now the real adjustment being made. But here's a problem. If they adjust now, right, there's a chance that since they've wasted so many times with the same bands, Bigatron can now do something yet again to surprise ONIC, and there won't be any adjustment period. So Coach Yeb, Denver Miranda, needs to be a bit careful here.
Forgot it again, Arashi. It's Coach Yeb. But the Valentina will be banned out. A bit too much to handle. That first pick of BTR. But it does leave a few heroes open. Notably, the Angela is up for grabs. The Mathilda as well.
The Joy also. A lot of heroes here up for trades. Let's see here. Bigatron with their style. I think they should go for a Mathilda pick here, right? It really accentuates Key's play style here with the pick off, and as well as the harassing Jerome style. Let's see though, will they commit it?
All right,
no.
The Angela.
Whoa.
I mean, I prefer the Angela more than the Mathilda, depending on what it's paired with. So since Bigatron got the first pick, I guess it's, you know, a bit more of a safe idea, but the Joy we haven't seen in a long time, banned by ONIC themselves, picked up now with the Mathilda. And this is the problem, man. When you're a second pick, I think it's really smart for ONIC. You let them pick the one hero they really want, but then you leave a lot of picks open for yourself to pick 2 up, and then you can focus your bans to target specific power heroes. If you're going up against a team with signature heroes like the Paquito and Baksha, I think going second is such a blessing, but they are up against now the Erithel-Angela combo, and that is disgusting.
The team synergy.
That is very disgusting, and you can see here the Erithel and Angela. It seems like one hero has not been committed, but with the Joy and Mathilda, it seems like mobility is the name of the game here for ONIC for Game 5. And there you go, a solid hero for Cerizal. This time though, he will be more active towards the team fights instead of occupying the lanes. But ONIC, they respond with a hero that can burst you down, can burst Cerizal down, especially if we're talking about mid and as well as the late.
And you got to remember that this Lilia pick was a signature for Sans. We don't see it often here in Season 12, but it is a signature for Sans. When he first was placed into the mid lane, SEA Games of 2022, right? I believe.
Last year.
By James, Coach James. He was placed into the mid lane from the jungle role, and there were 2 heroes that was instantly recognized as his signatures. Xavier, but mainly Lilia.
That's the crazy part, man. It fits his very crazy style. Bit more guarantee here with the black shoes and with the guiding wind as well. It's gonna be a huge problem, and it might be able to match up to Bigatron's combo, but especially with the Angela and Erithel, they'll be able to kite around and avoid the bulk of those angry glooms from the Lilia. That will be a big problem, but maybe that's where the Joy comes in.
I mean, if we're talking about the Joy even, right, it's still a flex technically. It can be placed in the jungle, but also can be flexed with the wide hero pool of boots. Can be placed in the EXP, but there you go. It's got to be Lancelot now banned out, but it seems like a lot of squishy targets here for Lancelot if it does come through. So ONIC, you know what, let's not risk this. Let's ban this out. And ONIC, what will they go for here? Well, rather BTR first. Will they commit to another potential boots ban, or will they ban another hero towards Kyrie?
I think they're still wondering if the Joy gets
in the
put
jungle.
in the jungle. I think it most likely is, right? The Joy in the jungle
90%.
is a lot more oppressive in my opinion compared to the EXP lane. Unlike back then where the meta was this EXP lane, Vengeance Joy. But the Khalid, I was about to say, man, I think ONIC is gonna put Boots in a good matchup because that macro play was the main problem that they're dealing with in the majority of these games. The Khalid would have given a good balance between laning, 1v1, and teamfight participation. It is banned away, but Boots, I think secretly has a lot more heroes he can bring out of the table.
Good point, because I have a feeling a winning matchup is important for ONIC right now. Now, maybe with the Khalid and Dynroth, that's it. Those are the winning matchups. But there's one pick that doesn't win in the lane hard, but is able to survive. And it's also Boots' signature, the Masha, up against an Irithel.
Oh!
Right? You can Thunderclap, there's also a Disarm. The Irithel doesn't hit, and it might be hard. They've already picked up a Bruno as well here for Chewe.
I agree, but there's an extra layer in this comp. There's Angela. So I really like that Masha call, but if there's no Angela, it would be that effective, but because there is a potential hard guard coming through, I dislike the Masha, but let's see though, right? Let's see what Bigatron does.
The Disarm is still very valuable.
The Disarm, yes.
You don't have to burst him down. You can just zone him away enough that the rest of your team can do damage, but it's gonna be an Akai for the neutral objective. It's gonna be that Cecilion, man. That's a Bigatron. The last time we saw this, I believe it was not Moreno.
It was Moreno.
Oh, it was
Regular
Moreno.
season, final day against EVO's Legends.
scary.
The match to get to playoffs, and it was Moreno on the Sicilian. It was a Sicilian that shouldn't have won early, but did. It was a Sicilian who snowballed.
I gotta be honest, the composition from the side of Bigatron, it's very scary. They have a proper engage tool, and this engage tool, they have range. They also have crowd control. It's a perfect balance setup composition. ONIC, they lack crowd control.
They do.
And will crowd control? No, it won't be crowd control.
Crowd control.
It's more sustained.
That's
to
more
deal.
kiting.
It's
Look at
more
that.
sustained to deal with the damage output, man.
Trying to dissect what Coach Jeb was saying earlier.
What is that?
He was doing like a hand gesture, pointing fingers to fingers. I don't know what that means. That's why I'm asking you guys. What does that mean?
Arashi knows
Not
it.
quite sure, man. Honestly, are we gonna see the birth of a new combo?
Yo, Rashi, Jays is in the building.
What?
Never mind.
Bro, come on, you got my hopes up.
Almost, man. Is he? Yeah, I know. It's a very similar looking.
Another Asian-looking guy with short hair and square glasses. Got you, Mirko. Missed it. I missed it myself, but ladies and gentlemen, the bands are locked in. The picks are locked in. There could be a potential Angela Sicilian combo here for Bigatron, but ONIC seems to be bringing their A game. The showdown between supports to the Mathilda and the Angela. Let's see how it plays out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time! One more game, one more shot to stay in the upper brackets. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigatron Alpha and ONIC. What will happen in Game 5? Let's wait and see.
Oh
My lord.
You know what's crazy? Arashi's Samsung A345G ran out of battery with 10 games, and wow, that's how long Arashi didn't charge from yesterday, Connie. That's the 5,000 mAh power, baby.
Even from the day before.
Okay, no. Yesterday. He charged it the day before yesterday at night, and then he brought it yesterday to the match for a 43-minute game, by the way, and then today, 10 games. And then now, finally, I was waiting for that thing, like, wow.
I'm exposed, man, but yes.
You're
Now we're
really
back
not.
though, and earlier someone has a sign that says, "Yo, Kyrie, I brought my husband to watch you." So I mean, the fans are definitely in the building,
I
man.
need the fan signs, dude.
ITP in the building. The fans are in the building.
TFIDTB, indeed. But where is Sheffin? I
trying to search
am
for
quite
Sheffin.
disappointed that the cameraman wasn't able to find Sheffin.
Hey, we've got an ex-pro player here. I believe
Really?
his name is Aozora back in the day. He was part of Genflix Airwolf. Yeah.
Really? I see. Wow. Hey, Ricker, your memory is surprising.
It's pretty good, right?
How is that even possible? I have no idea.
I don't know, man. But here, Kyrie Syndrome. Cool bet, which means very cool. Cool banget. Cool banget.
I mean, I
Cool
do
banget
agree.
means cool.
Kyrie has this aura.
Whoa. Cool banget. Banget means very. Cool means
Aggression.
cool.
Cool means cool.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that sign though? Someone
that
went
sign?
full aggro, man.
What does it say?
Kyrie, do you want to be my BF?
BF.
Arashi, do you want to be my BF?
The sign says Kyrie, Ronnie.
Oh, okay.
Relax.
ONIC, latihan dulu ya di MPL Season 12 buat ratain PH di M5.
like
Translate.
that.
I like
Ronnie,
that.
translate.
ONIC practiced first in season 12 to wreak havoc, basically, in M5.
To beat the Philippines in M5. That's what the sign says.
There you go.
Ronnie,
I
what
just want to generalize, dude.
Why?
No, it's literally what the sign says. We're not making things up. It's that guy.
Ronnie's a liar.
You know who's not a liar?
Deceiver.
The referee, the marshal. When he says go, it's go time.
Uh-oh.
Look at this walk though. This boss walk.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Again, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Bigatron Alpha and ONIC. Best of 5, game 5. With the composition that ONIC has right now, which is very minimal about crowd control. Let's see how well it pans out.
They're trying to use only the Mathilda, but they have a lot of damage though, right? Joy, Lilia, and Bruno. Bacon Alpha, you gotta be careful here. ONIC might just be planning on outlasting them in a fight, and until later, way later on, I don't think Moreno can match up to that damage, but you already see that Kyrie is getting pressured as always.
Okay, that retribution was used up by Kyrie. Supercan holding on to it. Meanwhile, now Kyrie jumps in with the rhythm. Back and forth, has electrifying beats, pops it here under the turret, but Supercan is able to sustain back up with a built-in shielding. Meanwhile, up top, we do see that CW with the help of Keyboy has been able to bully Shive.
130 here in game 1. Still killless 0-0, but top lane, Chiva pressured under the turret. Again, Key and Keyboy, great support, seems like. But oh, that's information, that's vision here. Turtle will favor the side of ONIC here, supposed to.
Well, Boots is already going for the cut, and the mid lane can be pushed very reliably with that Lilia. So we'll have to see. I think initially, considering the Mathilda shield goes onto all members, ONIC will have a bit more of an advantage.
Let's see, penalty zone coming in, and the heavy spin as well, but whoa! Kyrie finds it, how? Walks up, retries, and gets out. That's a drive-by. Sorizo now on the chopping block, flickers out to safety, but gets dove on by 3 members. It's first blood, picked up by Boots, looking for more electrifying beats.
No mana?
Not enough. Super Key, able to escape.
Oh, good calculation, and take a look at that. Even with Sorizo taken out, the orange buff, it's free. And no response, no answer for the side of Bigatron.
For now, it's still aggression. Super K has no mana. But look at that cancel, man. That's why the Circling Eagle now is so much more versatile. It doesn't guarantee that you end up in a bad spot. And Kyrie is getting all the space he wants. He is out for a vengeance for what Bigatron did to him in the previous games.
Let's see. Even here, 3 minutes already, 1,000 gold. That seems small, but significant, ladies and gentlemen. Hardcore now hovered around Super Ken's hero. But no commitments yet. 50 seconds towards the next turtle. Rotation-wise, they should focus down on the top side of the map. But hell, it seems like it's just that kill, that one kill that ONIC has here in play.
Why do I get the feeling that we're building up to a double Uranus cut? But Super Key.
It's heavy spin though into the box. Oh my god! Keyboy and Sans able to escape for now, but Super Moreno has rotated. One bad impact should do it right now, but Kyrie jumps in, able to get the guiding win with the zone. Perfectly done. 2,000 gold lead with a fast-paced game by ONIC.
And they just called it out, but there we go. Boots in the base, cutting 2 waves. If Bigatron wants macro, ONIC is going to give it to them. And Boots is oppressive, and he's a solo here against 4, technically. Doesn't care.
And with that clear, ONIC can focus again on the top lane. And there you go, the first structure will fall in the first 4 minutes. Black Shoes, well calculated by Sans. And let's see here, they might go for the domino. After that turtle take, they might convince and just invade on the purple.
Definitely. I mean, the turtle should be secured, so Supercan will just use the retribution here to secure a purple buff. But that means giving the snowball over to ONIC. Look at Kyrie, 2 levels ahead of the Sakai.
2 levels is not as big as the 4 levels and 6 levels you saw earlier, but Supercan now the target of an aggressive play, and Kyrie, I think, failed to get the orange.
Kyrie got it.
Yeah.
He did get it.
So Kyrie used a retry. Meanwhile, Ken, because he did and used a retry on that purple, it's still on cooldown. Again, it's looking like it's shaping up to be a clean game from ONIC. Right? 3,000 gold lead, minute 5. Bigatron Alpha 0, nothing on the board. In neutral objectives, even structures. So let's see here, can ONIC maintain this pressure?
Circling Eagle just to escape. This is the pressure that Matilda has. Oh, wow! The audience prediction, I don't think that's quite right. I think 54-66 is proper math.
You never know, man.
What? No, like 54 plus 66 is 120.
Well, maybe we're above 100, but now
Season
Super
12.
Marino baits with the hard guard and boots. Will be able to slide out of there. Way too tanky still with the regen.
Okay, let's see here again, right? The structure in the bottom lane is quite exposed. But okay, Erythel and Angela, they're up for it. They will defend that. Poke though. And still 0 kills for Bigatron Alpha here.
Let's see, it's going to be Kyrie jumping in under the tier 1, just trying to zone Super Ken. He's 3 levels ahead right now, but Boots just pops in. Oh my god, that's the burst damage from CW. Now Super Moreno going to be dove in. He finds a kill onto Boots, but he dies from the assassination of Kyrie in the back. CW stealing the purple buff away, and it is all ONIC here.
Man, ONIC ain't letting Bigatron Alpha use the combo at all. Every single fight, the hardcore just isn't enough.
Electrifying beats, but Super Key is still able to flicker out. Looking to be a fast game from ONIC. They are ruthless.
Man, the guiding win from Keyboy has been on point this game, providing cover and as well as initiation. 6 minutes and 4 kills. Finally, Bigatron's kill board adds 1, but it is on towards Uranus. So it's still okay for the Yellow Porcupines. The Kings of Sea still in full control.
That guiding win is deceptively long, man. I thought it was going to be a bit shorter, but every single time, even when Kyrie jumps in, he just finds the way to get to the guiding win. And now, ooh, heavy spin.
On the CW, oh, that's a big pick to get. And Cerezo's the one who picks it up now with the hard guard. Supercan will be able to sustain this burst, but in the back, Kyrie goes with the electrifying beats, penalty zone connecting onto 2. And they're looking for more. The bad impact is starting to deal damage. There's 5,000 gold lead. It doesn't feel like a 5,000 gold lead. For some reason, Bigatron are dealing so much damage.
Just depends on how the fight plays out. If Bigatron Alpha are able to get ONIC to just stick around together, which is quite simple considering how the guiding win works, I think they can still get huge value from all the AoE, the penalty zone, the heavy crossbow even technically, and of course the bad impacts. But now Keyboy again making this obnoxious play, just spamming the circling eagle.
8 minutes in, Zorizo, the burst damage.
A lot of burst damage, the claws not connecting. Sans forced to use the black shoes right now as that's a retribution from Kyrie to secure the purple buff. 8 minutes in, Bigatron Alpha down to the tier 2 in the mid lane, but now Sans gonna be caught in the pin. Super Ken with a heavy spin, but look at the healing coming in with a guiding win is not enough. Super Moreno picks up a kill, and again, this 5,000 gold lead, ONIC aren't able to do whatever they want.
Oh, Super Moreno just cashes out 200 extra gold with that kill. Not bad. And 5,000 gold. Oh, they want the bottom.
Circling Eagle to the back. Kyrie needs to respect this damage, but CW doesn't, and he gets the turret now. So Rizzo, penalty zone onto the back. CW with a flicker forward, but that's the heavy crossbow. Shive jumps in, but now the healing has helped him. CW out. Boots is chasing, but Shive is doing a lot of damage. That's the guiding win. HP coming back again. Super can jump in, and Super Key finds the kill. Kyrie, what? There's so much chaos! And how? BTR have won against the 4.5k gold lead of ONIC.
Team ONIC, they overcommitted there, Urashi. They jump in, miscalculated a bunch of times. And of course, Bigatron Alpha, they're there to capitalize. And take a look at the aftermath, right? They got the lore now. Let's see though, Keyboy. Ooh, good knockup, but again, no clear follow-up.
They're blitzing it, CW is going for the worldie. Bouncing on the 4!
Sariza with a penalty zone on the CW. Collapsing and now getting the kill. The blitz has worked and Shive on the Ducati is just rolling Keyboy down.
Unbelievable. Big Agent Alpha pushing the pace onto ONIC, and they're losing control right here. Losing members, losing the control of the waves as well. And now with the Lord, potentially losing multiple turrets in the process. They can't deal with the Irithel Angela combo just yet. Not enough damage. And despite the best efforts from Keyboy, the kiting just wasn't enough. They went for a fight without Sans, and they paid the very costly price. Kyrie now trying to make a bit of macro play, clearing the Lord before it gets close, but look at this.
Multiple angle fight, some damage, bad impact, and the Sanguine Claws. In the bottom lane, Kyrie is pushing, split pushing, clearing out that bottom, steals away the jungle, still maintaining this lead. Not a 4-level lead anymore, but it's still a solid amount, it's 3.
A good display of defense on how to counter the First Lord, right? If you're even economy-wise, if you're slightly ahead even, that's how you control the Lord. Clear, send people multiple, send one top, send one bottom, and then just clear with it. And meanwhile, Big John Alpha, they fail to capitalize on that Lord here. 10 minutes, sure. Minute 5, it was 3,000 gold lead from ONIC, but Big John Alpha, they have equalized.
Circling Eagle, just to, oh, wow.
Yikes. It's a lot of bad impact damage.
What are the stacks
I
on
think
this
even
guy?
Boots, he takes about a quarter of his health with a single bad impact. So now the execution becomes even more important for ONIC. They lack crowd control, but they need to try and find a way to pick Super Marino off. If they just try and wrestle with the healing, I think the Angela inside Super Marino or Sive will still win out over whatever Keyboy can do on this Matilda. It needs to be the positioning, the in and out that ONIC is so famous for. And technically, if they can maintain control right here, they can play that macro game. It's a Uranus against a Terizla.
That's the retreat from Superken. Actually, both retreat. The Superken got it now. Jumps forward, forces the black shoes, but look at CW.
Oh, look at
my
a
lord.
bad impact. Ouch. Ouch. Does that mean, Arashi, that CW should rethink and build a rose gold ASAP?
There's value in building that, but I don't know if he wants to itemize
damage
for the Rose Gold or go for something like an Athena or something. It's already at 200 stacks, doing a lot better than Lemon Sicilian we saw earlier. It's stacking up a Storm, and ONIC has not been able to dictate what Super Marino is doing. They haven't been able to dive him. They haven't been able to invade. They're playing still for the Lord right here. I think it's on Boots to try and make something happen.
It is. It might be on Boots here. 12 minutes, a lot of action. But if you really think about it, it's normal, right? Considering the total kills as just only 10. Lord now, that is enhanced, is up. And ONIC here, the first one to clear the bottom lane. Let's see here how will Bigatron Alpha respond this. If one member showed, I think ONIC can blitz the Lord. Let's see though, Super Ken is still in that vicinity. And perhaps he wants to contest here. As in Kai, of course, you need to contest the neutral objectives.
Well, now, talking about the macro pressure, the Angela in Super Key is being used to push a Keyboy. Forced to use a Circling Eagle. It's a lot of damage available. ONIC can blitz it down, but the Heart Guard already... No, it hasn't been used yet, I believe, so it's still a bit of a dance. But Super Ken is always looming around. Kyrie is level 15, by the way. Should be guaranteed, but you never know.
It's a heavy spin. He has the mechanic to do so. Kyrie now jumps back. Tries to go forward. Penalty zone used up. Shive now with the help of the hard guard. Super Ken versus Kyrie. Retreat battle. Who's going to be? It's going to be Kyrie with a level lead. But Boots gets gunned down. Taken out. That's a bad impact. Taking him out. Super Ken now jumping forward. Heavy spin from Super Ken. But it doesn't find it. CW is the one who actually punishes him. There's no follow-up for the side of BTR. And ONIC take a massive dub.
He has Wind Talker, attack speed, and let's see here, Super Ken out, Lord is on the side of ONIC. Let's see how many base turrets here taken out. Looking at the manipulation here of waves, ONIC can get 3.
They can, but keep in mind the bad impacts and clear
That's
so fast. Unless the Lord actually comes in. Keyboy, within a split second, takes so much damage, but Sans tries to trade it all back. If you talk about late game, the Sicilian definitely has the more direct damage, but in the longer engagement, Sans can still definitely wreak havoc in the whole team fight situation. Bit of a split push for ONIC. They're trying to arrange the waves in such a way they can get some more here.
Formation here is set. 4 members already. 5 members now. Top lane will be the main priority, it seems like, but the mid will fall first. ONIC, they just want the structures.
We're taking everything, even the bottom lane with CW, and Shiva is the one tasked with the Lord. The mid waves are pushing in, and they are poking Bigatron Alpha quite a bit. Hard guard still held on by Super Aki, as the mid waves have finally been cleared out, but it is looking grim for BTR. ONIC have built back a 7.2k gold lead.
We haven't seen such dynamic gold swing in a long time, man. Usually it goes to 6 or 7k. If it gets reversed, very rarely does it build up again to 7. But at 15 minutes, this is the late game. So Bigatron Alpha, this is where they're supposed to shine. And ONIC, they've done their work in the early game by getting all 3 base turrets. Now, can they, through the macro plays, can they find the windows to actually end the game through the bad impact, through the Irithel Angela combo? As Kyrie in the late game with the Joy does a lot more damage than other typical assassins.
And looking at the, yeah, you're right. Great foundation already been built here by ONIC, right? 3 base turrets taken down, so worst comes to worst. Sicilian suddenly active. They need to eliminate all the structures here. 16 minutes.
Look at this.
Bro, B-Boy is just spamming his circling eagles.
He can, right? I mean, there's nothing really stopping him. There's no real lockdown. But pushing the wave like this, it is slow pushing to them. The stacks will continue to grow for Moreno.
That's why I think ONIC is just holding the wave technically. They haven't hardcore been shoving it because there's no need yet.
Yeah.
But with the Lord spawning here, Boots is gonna try his best to set it up for his team. And I think you have to shout out that item, man. The Class of the Oasis being built by Keyboy. Applied to all 5 members, you're seeing how troublesome it is for Bigatron Alpha. Even when they were getting some success earlier to try and do something, but man, Keyboy gets out.
Easy circling eagle, easy Lord, wow.
Exactly, no
Blitz,
contest.
that was so low. My God.
No contest whatsoever. I mean, taking a look at the items from Kyrie, he has an OD. Sarlium, Holy, Blood Wings, Divine Glaive, and he has an OD. So he understands, he respects the potential from Angela. So if a member from side of Bigatron is isolated and suddenly helped by Hardguard, it will be negated.
That also means that ONIC, they're gonna have so much more advantage if they are the ones pulling the trigger. If they go in after the hard guard has already been applied, where Bigatron Alpha are the ones engaging that play, then the NOD technically won't really deny the shield immediately, and Sans was able to actually burn away the flicker from Super Key. That is important information. As the Lord walks in, the hard guard will come in.
Circling Eagle, that's a 4-man airborne. Super Can in the front right now, trying to buy some time with a heavy spin as well. But it looks grim right now, as that's going to be Super Chorizo taken down. Chive going at it all the way, running with a sprint down, but he's going to be the one bursted down. A disaster for the Red Terminators, but a big blessing for ONIC. Only Moreno left standing. The Sky Kings, the Kings of Sea, prevail. Tested, but not defeated.
Challenge, but they still succeed. The Kings of Sea will secure the upper bracket finals, securing themselves a top 3 position as they will meet Geek Fam.
Wow. A crazy back and forth, a full series. When everyone thought it was gonna be a quick wipe, Bigatron showing their improvements yet again, but ONIC responding kind and says, you think you're up, but we are even higher.
It seems like the Alphas, they still are not worthy to take the Sky Kings down. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigatron Alpha will not be sent home backing just yet. They will though, their journey will still be alive through the lower brackets where they will meet on